2010-0282. Parish President report, Mr. St. Pierre.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Last week we met with Mr. Chris Brantley to discuss the Corps of Engineers master plan for the spillway. They finalized the plan. There's some exciting things that's going to be happening in the spillway. One is that hopefully that we're going to be able to blacktop the top of the spillway levee all the way back to the Wetland Watchers Park. Probably won't be done all in 1 year, but probably over a period of 2 or 3 years. We might be trying to get some like a 50-50 match with the Corps and the parish. We're looking at several options right now, but we hope in the next 3 years we can have that road blacktop all the way back to the Wetland Watchers Park. Also, there's going to be a new addition to the spillway. They're going to have an area in there where they're going to allow just horses to have trail rides throughout the spillway, and also for these monster trucks that want to jump over hills and go through mud and all that kind of stuff. They're going to have an area set aside just for them. The Corps is also going to clean what we call, the locals call the crosscut canal from the east guide levee to the west guide levee. And all the ponds you see them digging north of the US 61, all those ponds will be stocked with different species of fish. So very excited about what's going to happen in the spillway. Chris gave me a statistic I was very shocked by. There's over 20,000 people a month that visit the spillway, and what's even more shocking is that like 85% of the people that use the spillway are not even from St. Charles Parish. They're from surrounding parish, and most of the people are from Ponchatoula and Hammond. So it's kind of interesting to see the different areas that use the spillway. We also have received a 2% fire insurance rebate from the state, Louisiana State Treasurer, in the amount of $152,419.34. These funds are collected from the fees assessed on the fire insurance premium and will be distributed to individual fire services units within St. Charles Parish. The funds will be distributed as follows: the Zalman Fire Department, they service 2,500 people. They will be getting $8,208.54. Bayou Gauche services 1,770 people. They will be getting $6,030.64. East St. Charles services 12,828 people. They'll be getting $39,521.25. Hornville services 2,792 people. They'll be getting $9,329.69. Luling services 14,978 people. They'll be getting $45,935.59. Norco services 4,699 people. They'll be getting $15,019.07. Parodies services 1,252 people. Will be getting $4,485.24. St. Rose services 6,540 people. They'll be getting $20,761.53. And Kelowna services 797 people. They'll be getting $3,127.79. With a total population served of 48,156 people, that equals $152,419.34. The St. Charles Humane Society and Animal Control will hold a yard sale from 8 a.m. till noon on August the 28th at the animal shelter, with all the proceeds to benefit the animals' care. The shelter is also seeking donation of furniture, baby items, clothes, shoes, electronics, etc., for the sale through February 27th. Donations may be dropped off at the shelter, and for more information you can call 783-5010, 783-5010. This year our Fall Trash Bash will be held in conjunction with the grand opening of the West Bank Wetland Watchers Park, which is scheduled for October the 2nd. Stay tuned to the Parish Access channel and the website for more information on this special event. Amanda Shaw is set to play at the park that afternoon, and we're kind of excited about this. We want to kind of have like a real good turnout for this in October, because October is when we start having football games on both sides of the river, and people from outside the parish will be coming in to see our parish. So we want to try to have our parish looking really nice and spiffy. Last week we met with Mr. Doug Rhodes and Mr. Charlie Anord. Charlie is the plant manager at Entergy. They will be having what y'all call it, Doug? A turnaround, not a turnaround, a replacement. They're going to be replacing the steam generator. They're going to be replacing the reactive vessel core head. They're going to be replacing the control element drive mechanism. The project cost is $510.8 million. Projected staffing will be 2,500 people at its peak, with 450 craft from local unions. The major staffing is to commence in January. This is a 65-day project, and they hope to complete within 65 days. The estimated weight on these generators is 690 tons, 65 foot high. Diameter is 22 foot in diameter. The lower shell diameter is 14.6 feet. There's 896 tubes in that. This is they're going to cut that whole containment wall, which is 4 to 6 foot in thick, and take the old one out and replace the old one and the new one. And the old one's going to be going in the what they call the what you call it, Doug? The mausoleum, which is on site. So this is scheduled to crank up in January. So around I guess at around the end of December, they're going to come make a full presentation to kind of tell us what the impact of the parish is going to be concerning traffic, the number of people they're going to employ, where the parking is going to be, and those kind of things. So they all going to come in and do a full presentation sometime in December. And that concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. St. Pierre.